Hello, it's me, Grandma Lily, and it is time for Story Time with Grandma Lily. Today is Saturday. I hope you guys all had a great day. Hope the weekend is going well. It's been such a beautiful spring, and I'm really enjoying getting outside. And of course, as we know, it is Pride Month, and so I'm bringing some very special books to you this month. And some of them are on order, and I haven't gotten them all yet, but I do have a really good one for you today. So first of all, let me say hello to all of my little babies, Elijah, Jordan, Kylie. I hope that you're all doing well, and I miss you, and I can't wait to see you again. And my granddaughter, Serenity, hello, and I love you. And things are starting to open. Things like stores and buildings and things are starting to open. And one of the things that I think is going to start opening soon is the library. And I love the library. You can go to the library and you can take out a whole bunch of books and you can take them home and read them, and then you can bring them back and take out more. It's such a great place. And there's other stuff to do there too. There's crafts and there's story time and there's all kinds of lessons. Can't wait until the library opens and I'm gonna get a whole bunch of great books to read for you guys. So today, if you get your blankets and snuggle up and get close to the phone or the television or the computer or however you're watching this. You see I'm wearing my rainbow shirt, my love shirt, and because it is Pride Month. And today we're going to be reading a book called My Family. And it's a little bit of a different book because it's really more pictures than it is anything else. But it's by somebody named Sheila Kinkade, and there are photographs by Elaine Little. And the foreword is by a woman named Kathleen Townsend. And this is a Global Fund for Children book, which means that the money that was made when this book was sold went to a charity for children. And this is the cover of the book, and you see what a great-looking family that is. And so I think that this book has a lot of pictures in it. And so let's see. My Family. Here we go. Families can be both wonderful and a challenge. I am the mother of 4 wonderful daughters, the eldest of 11 brothers and sisters, the aunt of over 30 nieces and nephews, and I have about 70 cousins, many of whom have children of their own. One of the most rewarding experiences people all around the world share is part of being a family. Each family is special and different. Some children are blessed to have big extended families with loving grandparents and lots of cousins, while others have small families. Some have moms and dads at home, while other kids have special relationships with uncles and aunts, siblings, grandparents, stepmoms, or stepdads. Quite often, friends are a big part of a family and can be just like parents or aunts or uncles. At the heart of each family are the love and care family members show each other every day. Our families are our first teachers. My parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles taught me many important lessons that I have passed along to my 4 daughters. One of those is the value of service and having the courage and the faith to make a real difference in other people's lives, both inside and outside of your family. While family life can be full of laughter, joy, and play, all families face challenges and tough times. The true test of a family is how well its members support one another during times of both joy and sadness. At their best, families give you a strong sense of your roots and the wings with which to fly and realize your dream. My father, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, said, "The future is not a gift, it is an achievement. Every generation helps make its own future." With this in mind, I wish a bright future for all young people who read this book. As you shape your own lives, may you shape the lives of others, and always know that standing beside you is the love and encouragement of a supportive family. The Honorable Kathleen Townsend, former Lieutenant Governor, State of Maryland. That means that she was the governor's assistant in Maryland, and this is her family. And her father was a senator, and his brother used to be president. It's a pretty important family. Do you know what a family is? A family is people with whom you belong, people who love you. Families come in many different shapes and sizes. Families are made up of parents and children, sisters and brothers, cousins, aunts and uncles and grandparents. Some are big, with many children and lots of relatives. Others are small, with only one parent and a child. Sometimes people adopt children who have no one to care for them and welcome them into their own family. So here are some places. This is the Philippines. And this is Portugal. And this is Slovakia. And this here is Bangladesh. And I love the pretty clothes that she's wearing. Family members show their love for each other in many different ways. Most children around the world grow up feeling safe and valued through the love they receive from their family. A baby in Zambia feels loved when his mother carries him with her to the market. A child in the Philippines feels cared for when he gets a bath. No matter where a child lives, a hug or a kiss says, "I love you." And here, this is Greece over here. And this is Zambia, which I believe is on the continent of Africa. And this is the United States. So that's somewhere here. And this is the Philippines. And then she's giving her baby a bath. And this is Brazil. And those are all different families showing love for each other. And they care for one another. As children grow up, they receive special care from their parents, grandparents, older siblings, and in some cases, the extended family or community. Caring for a child means listening and responding to their needs. When a child is sick or sad, there's no better place to be than with family. Sometimes all it takes is a warm hug to make a child feel better. So here we've got a family in Poland and a family in Mexico. And here's another family in the United States. And it looks like maybe he bumped his head and she's trying to see what's wrong, if he's okay. Here's another family in the United States. Right here. And this is a family in the United Kingdom, which is England. And this is again in the Philippines. And it looks like this little boy is getting glasses. Do any of you wear glasses? I'm wearing glasses right now. Families live together. Parents and children share many experiences at home. Talking, eating, reading, playing, and sleeping. Every home is different and reflects a family's traditions and way of life. Families live in homes of all sizes and shapes. Many families around the world live simply with few possessions, while others combine their workspace and living space. So here we've got, this is Bangladesh, and I see they've got little, sometimes people have shelves like this with all their stuff there. And this one is the United States, and the kids have climbed into bed with mom to read a book. Does that ever happen to you? And this is Brazil, and that's a really beautiful window. And over here is a family sitting at the table. And it looks like they're getting ready. They're working on some fabric. And this is Jordan, which is a country in the Middle East. And you know what? I have a grandson whose name is Jordan. Pretty cool, huh? In many different types of homes, while many children grow up in rural villages and small towns, more and more children live in cities. On the island of Sicily, in Italy, many families live in brightly colored houses right next to each other. In some remote villages in Zambia, children live in round huts made of mud and dried glass. And in the Philippines, some children live in houses built over the water. So remember, we once read a book about how the houses get flooded? That might be one of those places where things get flooded sometimes. And this is Zambia. And those are the huts. And this is Ecuador. And some of these countries are much older than the United States. Here's Italy, and you can see that they have the steps and the bright house, the bright yellow house, and that there's probably a house very, very close to that. And that is, and you see that is, those are different kinds of houses, and they're all very different than the houses even that we live in. And sometimes the houses we live in are different too. They're bigger, or they're smaller, or they have big porches, or they're apartment buildings. Families have fun and play together, no matter where they live. Children laugh, leap, clap, shout, and play. Playing can mean getting your face painted or feeding pigeons in a busy city square. It can mean taking a ride at an amusement park or hitting a volleyball over the net. Playing often involves learning something new, like how to catch a ball or play a new game. So here in Switzerland, they're on a ride, and I know that you've probably gone on rides at amusement parks. And here in the United States, there's a beach volleyball game. I've played volleyball, but never on the beach. I think that might be hard. This is Germany, and they're getting their face painted. This is Japan, and it looks like they're feeding pigeons. And over here, it looks like they're playing some sort of clapping game in Egypt. And we know a lot of those clapping games, right? A lot of patty cake kind of games. And they eat together. At mealtimes, family members come together to enjoy good food and one another's company. Families often tell stories and talk about their day while sharing a meal together. Depending on where they live, families eat different kinds of food. 3 brothers in Morocco share couscous. In Slovakia, a family enjoys an apple pastry for dessert. And see, now, in the United States now, you can get couscous. A lot of people like couscous. And since a lot of people have moved here, and there's the United States, and this is the Philippines again, and this is Slovakia, and this is Jordan again. Isn't that beautiful? And they enjoy going places. Families often walk or drive places together. Going places can mean walking to school or doing simple errands like buying food. Or it can mean going on a trip or attending a special event such as a fair or a sports competition. Sometimes it even means going on an adventure such as a camel ride in the desert. And this is in Israel, and look at that, they're riding on camels. Isn't that cool? And this is in Australia. This is in Egypt. It looks like they're riding in a police car in Egypt. Maybe they're learning about the police. Or maybe that's a taxi. Oh, no, that's a taxi. It says taxi right there, see? And this is the United States. They're looking at a map. That's what I look like. I'm always looking at the map of the amusement park. And this is Slovakia. And there are a lot of countries that are much, much, much older than the United States, so they have much older buildings. Family members teach and learn from one another. Parents teach young children how to walk, talk, read, and count. They also teach what is right and wrong. Grandparents, brothers, and sisters are also teachers. A father helps his son ring a bell, while a sister introduces her brother to a rabbit. Family members often offer encouragement so that children feel comfortable exploring new activities like ice skating. And here in Sweden, they're learning how to, these people are ice skating. And here is the little boy meeting his sister's rabbit. And there's the other little boy learning how to ring the bell. And this is in Japan. I can't read backwards. This is in Sweden. And this is in India. And this is in South Africa. It looks like they're learning how to count. They work together. Children help their parents with simple tasks like cleaning their homes. Do you like to clean your room? I don't. Sometimes both parents and children volunteer to assist other families who are building or repairing their homes. In many parts of the world, children help their family earn money through farming or fishing. Others help their parents sell vegetables and crafts. A father and son go fishing together in Morocco. In Jordan, a family offers camel and donkey rides to tourists. So here they are in Morocco going fishing. Have you ever been fishing with your mom or dad or somebody in your family? And then here they are this is the Philippines on top and the United States on the bottom, where they're carrying baskets. It looks like there might be vegetables in the baskets. And here, it looks like they're helping to fix something. And then over here in Jordan, you see the camel rides. and they worship and pray together. From a very early age, many children join their family in worship and prayer. A family's religious practices depend on the family's beliefs. Some are Christian, some are Muslim, some are Jewish, and some are Hindu, and some are Buddhist. Still, other families follow other religions and have other beliefs. But all over the world, you will find prayer and faith and shared values an important part of family life. And then there are some families that don't go to any church or practice any religion, but they still teach each other how to be good people. And that's okay too. Now, this is in the Philippines, and this is in Thailand, and this is in Slovakia, and it looks like a beautiful church or chapel. And here in Israel, it looks like they might be on their way. They're walking through town, or they might be on their way to temple, which they call shul. Families cherish memories of the experiences they share. Special moments and experiences within a family are remembered for a lifetime. One of the ways families collect memories is through photographs. Families take photos when they go to new places and during special celebrations like birthdays, weddings, and holidays. Families also save important items like clothing or jewelry to pass down to their children. So here this is in Russia. There's somebody taking a picture of their child there. And then over here's a wedding in the United States where someone's taking a picture. Here's a family reunion in the United States. It's a big family. It's when a whole bunch of people from one family get together. This is Slovakia, and it looks like this is a part of a dress that she either passed down or that she's helping her put on. And this is in Zambia, and these are people just hanging out. Now, I have a lot of pictures like that of my family. Do you? I love taking pictures of my family. And while every family is different, they are all part of the human family. No matter where they live, families care for others in their community. Children reach out to other children who need help or are simply looking for a friend. Sometimes just a smile or an outstretched hand is all you need to connect to someone. In today's world, it's important to remember that in addition to our own family, we are also part of a bigger human family. We depend on each other every day to help make sure the world is a good home for all families. See, here are some families doing all kinds of helping things. This is in the Philippines, and this looks like it's a Hope for All Children that says. This is in the United States, and it says Kids Healing Kids. So that's probably another program. In Kenya, I don't know, she's giving something to those children here in Kenya. This is a family just hugging each other, a bunch of people hugging each other, and that is in Egypt. And in the United States, they're helping each other by pushing the wheelchairs, and they're probably out on an adventure. This is, okay, so here's a map of the whole world. And here are some of the places where we saw some of the pictures came from. And this is New Zealand, and Zimbabwe is at the bottom, and Ecuador is in the middle. And so these are pictures of people from all around the world with all kinds of families. And here's another picture. This is from Bangladesh. And here is the dedication. Let me see here now. Sheila Kinkade says, to my mother for her love and support. And Elaine Little says, to my wonderful husband and daughter, Rick and Sarah. My family was developed by the Global Fund for Children, a nonprofit organization committed to advancing the dignity of children and youth around the world. Global Fund for Children books Teach young people to value diversity and help them become productive and caring global citizens. So guys, make sure you let your parents hear that. This book is called My Family. And what did it show us? It showed us that every single family is different. They wear different clothes. They eat different food. They have different houses. They have different games that they play. They have different color skin. They have different kinds of hair, but they are all part of one family. And that's the human family. And just like in your house, where mom and dad and grandma and grandpa, whoever lives there with you, where you all take care of each other, when you go outside of your house, we still all have to take care of each other. So that is it for tonight. That's the Pride book for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. You have a great Sunday. And remember, Grandma Lily loves you. Bye-bye.